been an auto mechanic since 1982. I have a carburetor here that a guy dropped off. This is a replica of the Rochester Quadrajet, a great carburetor that GM had from the mid-1960s to about 1990 to whenever they went all to fuel injection. These are about 600 to 800 CFM. You can buy them. They range and you can rejet them up to 800. Good carburetor. I've had hundreds of carburetors that I had tore apart over the years and fixed. Dozens of this style here. I want to show you a trick. This one here he put on is just flooding really bad. First thing I do, there's a tube on it. This is the supply, the inlet, and you can hear airflow through it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's fine. But when you turn the carburetor over, the float needle valve should shut the fuel supply off, and I can blow through it just the same as I can when it's up. So I said, right away, we have a issue in there that we got to take care of. But after you fix a carburetor, you can turn it over and make sure that the fuel supply does stop. You can't blow air out when it's upside down, then you know you got it corrected. So we'll tear it apart and see what we can find. Don't forget there's two down inside where the choke flapper is. Okay, got all 9 screws out, took the choke lever off, the top part of the carburetor off, and the accelerator pump, you have to get it off this shaft here. There's a top. This is accelerator pump. This is what's used. This is what's used when you accelerate, pull out from a stop sign. When you pump it, this sprays the fuel in to initially get it going. The jets come out with it. So we'll set this aside and see what's going on. And I found a problem already. Down inside there I see a piece of plastic that came off the gasket for the fuel filter is in the way, and it won't let the main jet go down and stop the fuel flow. So I see it already, it's right down there. And there it is, little piece of gasket got in the way and wouldn't let the needle valve. Here's the needle valve. It wouldn't let it seat down in because this piece of this gasket came off. That's from the fuel filter gasket. So here's where the fuel filter goes inside there. Then this gasket here is what seals it into the carburetor. A piece of the plastic come off and caused the needle valve from not shutting the fuel off. It was blocking it. Okay, we got the needle valve and float in. I'll put our gasket on. I took the 4-barrel jet rods out. They're much easier to put in after it's on, but I've done many of these while it was sitting on the engine. You can unbolt and take the top part off without even pulling the carb off. Obviously it's nicer to have it off, but you can. I've done them already sitting on the car. So put the accelerator pump in, hook the rod back up, guide our jets down in. Line them all up as you're going down through. got her. Now we'll put our screws in. This is a very handy tool to have. This screw here goes down in the 2-barrel carburetor. And if you're doing it, especially with the carb on the engine, that holds a screw so you don't drop it down or you'll be pulling the carb back off. So put the rest of the screws on, put the linkages back on, and we'll try it. Okay, another carburetor fix. The float system is just like the tank behind your toilet. Same thing. The water fills up in your toilet. The float pushes the needle valve down, stops the flow. You flush the toilet, water goes down, and it repeats the process. Same with this. There's a little small amount of fuel in here. When you accelerate, go down the road, and you need more fuel, the float goes down because the fuel goes down, more fuel comes in, the float comes up, and it stops it. This one couldn't stop it. So I know it looks silly, but if you can hear it, air going through, you turn a carburetor upside down, I can't blow it off. So we know it's fixed. I've done that to whether it's a motorcycle, lawnmower, carburetor on an automobile. It works. Just turn upside down. If you can blow through it, don't put it on. You're just wasting your time. So thanks for watching.